All right. I just got back from work today. It has been very hectic. I have a lot of cars. I worked on Peugeot cars specifically, diagnosed, repaired, and the rest. So I got a lot of messages, inquiries, people's, people making inquiries for their Peugeot issues, and to learn one or two things. Okay, let me start with this one. It is. Thanks for the response. The Peugeot 607 has both manual and auto gear functions. Initially, I noticed that when I really appreciate driving it on auto mode, at times I first get the alert ESP, ASR, then PRND with automatic gearbox defective warnings. Then the car drags like it's starting from gear 3. But once I'm at my destination for a while and start driving, no more alert, and driving is fine. Then a few days ago on the road, the accelerator seems to stop working. I pressed it harder, but it just sounded like I was revving on neutral. So I managed to use the remaining motion left to park aside. I turned off the engine and restarted, then the acceleration picked up, but the revving sound was much compared to the speed. And in like 5 minutes again, acceleration stopped, followed by alert PRND with automatic gearbox defective. um, I've changed the gear oil, but it's still the same issue. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I forgot your name. I don't know, but this message is from Instagram. So just for you guys to know that you can always send me Instagram your inquiries through Instagram. My Instagram account is Ikenna351. What's the name? Is it Ikenna351 monk? No, Ikenna351_monk. Okay, now back to this message. Yeah, I think that's the message you sent before this. You said is a 2005 model of Peugeot 607. Um, the thing is, I don't want to rely on that information because it's like 9 out of 10 of people sending me messages or calling telling me their Peugeot 607 is 2009 model, 2010 model, 2007 model, only for me to ask some questions, and I find out that it's actually like 99 model, 2000 model. Reason why they always claim their Peugeot car, their 607 is 2009, blah, 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 2005, because of what some of this VIN decoder, some of this VIN, VIN decode site. Yeah, VIN decode site, I could go with that. Some of them, when they put those information, they give them wrong production year. Stop going to those sites. They are not places where you get the right information for your Peugeot cars. They are mostly for American vehicles or cars used in America and the rest. So, probably some other European brand. But for Peugeot, no. You can't get the accurate information for your car when you just go to all these free VIN decode sites. So, back to this. What you're explaining here sounds like an automatic gearbox issue. So it would have made sense if I know exactly the production of that car. However, I do know one thing, which is a fact. All Peugeot 607 automatics are either one or the other automatic gearbox model. That's they only use 2 automatic gearbox model in Peugeot 607, irrespective of the year. 99 to 2011 or 2010, whenever it stopped. It only has 2 automatic gearbox model. The first one is ZF 4HP20. I repeat, ZF ZF 4HP20, while the second automatic gearbox is AMCs. The first production, that's phase 1, 99 to 2000 and early 2004. That particular one has more like 2 engines that use automatic gearboxes. That's EW12J4, 2.2 liter petrol engine, EW12J4, with about 158 horsepower, so close to that. So that one also has ZF 4HP20, while the ES9J4S, which is 3.0 liter petrol engine V6, also has a 4HP20, same gearbox. But of course, the bell housing, they are different, since the V6 has a bigger flywheel and the rest, a bigger block and all that. So now phase 2, the EW12J4, the one with automatic transmission, that particular phase 2, which is from late 2004 to 2010 or thereabout. The EW12J4 automatic gearbox is same one in the phase 1, which is the ZF 4HP20. But then this time around, the V6, petrol V6 there, even the diesel V6 as well. Now this time have different gearbox, which is AMCs. Which is 6-speed automatic gearbox. The ZF 4HP20 is 4-speed automatic gearbox. I think the diesel, I've forgotten if the diesel. I know the diesel V6 in Peugeot 607 also has the AMCs. The diesel 4 cylinders. I don't know if they have automatic. If they do, probably. Is also AMCs, because I know 407. Okay, it depends on the engine. Some like 2.0 HDI engine has AMCs. You might think, wow, I'm going off point, but the reason why I'm saying this is, if I don't know your gearbox, there's no point I'm trying to, making assumption. It could be this, it could be that, it could be blah blah blah. So until I understand what gearbox we are dealing with, or we are focusing on them, it helps. However, I'm not an automatic gearbox specialist, but I do know one thing. The 4HP20 can be affected by defective ABS. Same thing with 4HP20 automatic gearbox in this Peugeot 607 can also be affected by defective engine ECU, including defective automatic gearbox ECU. So, but for what, yeah, the ABS ESP might affect it, but not as much as it affects the AL4. The AL4 one is that bad. If the ABS is very, very bad, it affects the gearbox, severely. Unlike the 4HP20, you may have some signs there, but not as bad as the AL4. The AMCs, no. The ABS, honestly, it doesn't affect it that much. It doesn't affect it that much. Even if it does, but I've never come across anyone, but since I've started diagnosing and repairing these cars, never come across any Peugeot 607 with AMCs or similar Peugeot car with AMCs automatic gearbox that have their automatic gearbox issue, simply because the ABS is not working well. But there could be exceptions. So that narrows it down now, right? Because I can see it said I first get ESP fault. The ESP is the same. It works with ABS. So it means your ESP and your automatic gearbox are working together in this case. So I want to guess, even though it's not the right thing for me to do, but I'm looking at that your automatic gearbox is likely the ZF HP20. So if it's the ZF 4HP20 or ZF HP20, then it's either EW12J4 engine, whether phase 1 or phase 2, or ES9J4S V6 phase 1. So in that case, well, it's very glaring. It's automatic gearbox defective. It gets a warning. Then what you said, it start behaving as if it drags in gear 2, gear 3. What you just said there, in fact, it's almost like how 4HP20 and AL4 behaves. The 4HP20, once there's any problem, it detects any problem, even if it's just electrical problem. What will now happen is the automatic transmission ECU will just keep the gear on gear 3. You just keep that gearbox. It will go beyond gear 3. Most times, it may not even start off from gear 1, shift to gear 2, then stops at gear 3. No, sometimes it just starts even from that gear 3. This is the symptom. This is almost like, I would say it's a peculiar thing related to 4HP20. I'm saying most times this is how they behave. Once something is wrong, they just stay stuck in gear 3. It won't go beyond gear 3. Even when you're starting off from, or you're taking off from standstill, it will always start from that gear 3. It will just be dragging, dragging until it gains some speed. And it will never go beyond that gear 3. Because I remember it's 4-speed automatic. So it's possible that the issue is electrical, or in this case, you said ESP, that the problem is coming from the ABS. Like I said, ESP shouldn't, just forget about ESP for now. If your ABS is faulty, ESP will deactivate until you fix your ABS before it starts working. Now, ESP too can actually become faulty, like the steering angle wheel sensor. For 607 phase 1, the angle wheel sensor is actually on the steering column, very close to the COM2000. It's an independent unit. Unlike that of phase 2, I think the phase 2 607, the angle wheel sensor is incorporated or integrated inside that COM2000 or COM2000. Is it 2000? I've forgotten the name of that of phase 2. The COM2000 is that switch, the switch panel, where the headlight switch, the wiper switch, reverse, no, no, remote control switch for the radio, the what's it called? The cruise control, the speed limiter switch, all those switches behind the steering wheel. So it houses it. That's the COM2000, the panel inside that steering wheel box. Yeah, so if the steering angle wheel sensor becomes effective, yeah, it could trigger that ESP fault. The ESP2 has a sensor called yaw sensor, YAW. So if that yaw sensor is defective, it will also trigger ESP fault, which can be replaced and then it goes away. So my point is, for it to be showing you ESP fault, I think if I were you, I would just first deal with the ESP. Just scan just scan the ABS ECU. If you put your scan to what you show you ABS/ESP ECU. So just go and scan it and find out what the issues there, then deal with them. Once you sort them out, see if the automatic gearbox issue will continue. Then going further, like I said, the engine ECU. This is personal experience. I'm not telling you like theories. No, I've been in this business for years, repairing, diagnosing people's car. See, like I said, I'm not automatic gearbox specialist, but in most cases, when people come and I see that this is gearbox related, I refer them to some other people. Eventually, the feedback comes back to me. Sometimes I'll even be the one to take the cars to those places and hand them over, and with the owner, So at the end of the day, they come back to me and say, "Oh, this was eventually the issue. This was what caused it." So many times, it's not even the gearbox itself; it's even just the electrical that will mess up and makes the gearbox to now stay stuck in gear 3 without going beyond that, and then be giving you all those automatic gearbox fault. So it's always good to diagnose What rather than doing guesswork. Now you said you changed the ATF, and there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, it make more sense to start with the ATF in case something is wrong. No, the ATF is bad. That could be the cause. But to me, I won't change the ATF first if I don't know what the transmission ECU is saying. It's after I scan the transmission ECU, it's not showing anything relating to that it could be ATF issue. Then why waste my time on that? You know, if I scan the ECU and it's showing that there's some fault on ECU that could be causing this thing, you know, I deal with it before I get to the ATF, because right now we don't know the ATF you used. It's possible you use a very wrong wrong fluid inside the gearbox. That meaning you've even removed something good and put something bad that will even ruin the gearbox or damage it. Well, I want to assume you put a good one or recommended one. I don't know. So the best option would have been to diagnose the car properly. You know, diagnosis doesn't necessarily mean only scanning. Scanning is part of diagnosis, but it's not complete diagnosis. So specialists will always know how to diagnose further after scanning. Sometimes you have to check the wires. Even a small uh, bridge between one wire to the other that links to the automatic gearbox ECU is enough. Most times, automatic gearbox issues are just burnt transmission ECUs or damaged engine ECUs. Even though the engine runs, you start it moves fine, but something there is messing up the transmission ECU. So because of that, transmission will not work well. It's a transmission, automatic transmission is a complex thing. It's not something you know. So um I could see a few days ago on the road, the accelerator seemed to stop working, and I pressed it harder, and it sounded like I was revving on neutral. This thing you explained here is what we call like a manual, clutch slipping. Clutch slipping. That's SLIPPING or LYs. So, it depends on how, it means your clutch is slipping. Now, in the automatic gearboxes, the 4SP20, does it have a clutch? I think it's a fiber or something. The specialists will know. There are those who understand automatic gearbox that much. So they tend to behave as if something, like the fiber, what they call fiber, that's one. So when you now press accelerator, all of a sudden the vehicle speed will now reduce. As vehicle speed is reducing, the engine speed is increasing. So you find out that the vehicle speed and the engine speed they don't commensurate anymore. The car will just be going, yeah, the vehicle is dropping, the speed is dropping. It's as if the engine just has disengaged from the gearbox, and the engine is running on its own, and the gearbox is just dying off. So that's what we call a manual transmission, clutch slippery. You call it clutch slipping, clutch slippery, whatever. So that's what you're experiencing. And yeah, I'm not automatic gearbox specialist, but I do know that on one case, one gearbox specialist said it was electrical. In fact, that one was even an AMC. Said no, the issue is not inside the gearbox, that it was electrical. Another case for some VCs, it's the same gearbox that is 607 VCs phase 2. So if I said no, the problem is from inside the gearbox. I think he said it's probably the what do they call this thing? Hydraulic plug or something. I'm trying to remember the name. So that it needs to be serviced and some things replaced and all that. So it's possible that whatever that is causing that your engine or the engine speed and vehicle speed not to commensurate anymore is probably because of internal problem in the gearbox. In fact, everything is pointing to or relates to the gearbox. Either it's the things that control the gearbox or the gearbox itself. This is not something you do. It could be this or it could be that or blah blah blah. It's not a guesswork thing. Just find somebody who understands the system, and then It will be able to diagnose and give you the accurate thing. So, and from here, it also shows your car goes into limp mode. So, I think so when you turn off the engine. Oh, okay. Don't think you didn't mention limp mode here. Yeah. So I think this I've said almost everything I need to say on your case. If I were the owner of the or your car, I know how to go about it. I will start by diagnosing it. I'll say, please don't go and use all these generic scan tools. Just get a professional scan tool for something like this. Um, uh, PP2000 is there. There's another one, Delphi something something. But normally I prefer PP2000, this kind of thing, or something really similar to it. Just start with find out what is wrong with your ABS and ESP. No, just go to whoever that will diagnose the car, tell you to first scan your ABS, ESP, ECU. They are the same thing. They use same ECU, sort of. The ABS block of the Peugeot cars with ESP, they are different. So they kind of combine, depending on the model, the block works with the ESP as well. So let them diagnose it and know where the problem is coming from. In fact, sometimes when you diagnose or scan automatic gearbox ECU, you find that most times the fault you will find there, if there are 10 faults, maybe 9 faults in that place is talking about the issues with the ABS or ESP. So you find out that what is just that those issues are the one messing up the gearbox, not necessarily that the gearbox is faulty, but because they all work together. So I hope this helps. I know I probably did not provide any direct solution for you, but at least I've given you an understanding. You probably would have understood how your automatic gearbox works and what could likely be the cause based on things I've gathered over the years from users and people at least I know or I was involved in, with the automatic gearbox issues at one point in time. So, all right, I think that's all for you.